Hey guys, so this is a different video than what I normally do, but I thought this would be interesting. So this is about how do you do selfies or videos featuring you in a quick, easy, highly mobile manner. So this is as opposed to a big camera, DSLR system, tripod, and all that stuff. So all my social channels are about content that are produced by me, often of me. I don't have any help. It's all me doing the photos, being the photographer, the subject of many of the photos, and all my different channels from YouTube to Instagram, OnlyFans, whatever it is. I certainly do products and photos of me wearing some of the products at times. So sometimes I just want to do a picture or a video very fast, and there's a trade-off. You have high speed, be able to capture it quickly, and mobility, not too much gear to carry, but then there's a trade-off in quality. It's not going to be as high quality as something else. So if that's what you're going for, what the most fast is to use your phone, and that's an obvious one, right? But the difference is, get one of these little things. You can get, I think, a pack of 2 for less than $10. But it's a Bluetooth remote control, and rather than, I don't do a lot of like direct face pictures at all, and so I don't use the backwards camera. What I do instead is use the front camera, and I have this case where I can mount it like that. I can turn the camera on, you push the button, give it a click a couple times, and it's taking photos just like that. And if you've been a long-term fan of my sites, then you may have seen one of these little things in one of my hands in the photo. It's not too obvious. You can hide it to some extent behind your back, depending on what you're doing. But this is the most fast way to capture a reasonably good quality photo, and because you're using the front camera using the back camera instead of the front camera, the quality is going to be higher, at least on the Apple devices. So then you have an issue. That's kind of step one. Then you have a mounting issue. If you don't have this folio case, which I kind of just prop up like that at times, what you go to next is something like this. It's a phone mount, just a clamp. They're not that expensive. I can put links in the video description. But you have your phone mounted in here, and then it has a tripod mount down here, and then you can get a smaller, faster to pack tripod mounted on here, and then set it up, whatever it is, on a fence, on a box, on a tree, you name it. And then you can use this to capture your selfie. So this is a Joby lightweight tripod. It's all right. I do have a lot of these, and they're good, but you end up a lot of times balancing out the legs a lot, trying to get them level, and then rotating the ball to get to what you want. So I recommend these, but they're not absolutely perfect. What I am actually using more, so if you don't like the tripod approach, what you do is you move on to something like this, which is fairly inexpensive, less than $18, $12 to $18. But these are the small rig mounting clamps, and these are awesome. I have a bunch of these, and it's just this spinning bracket thing that you can clamp on to whatever you need, basically a fence, a desk, a mounting pole. If you stream a lot, then these are great for the Elgato mounting poles or any of the cheaper ones. And it has rubberized feet, so it doesn't make too much damage, or any damage at all, really. So you mount that on, and then you just take this, and just mount it to this, right? And so you got it on like this, and then you can straighten out the ball here to any angle method you need, and then once you get the angle position you want, tighten it up, make sure that this part is tight as well, and then you're good to go. And I have been using this a lot. This is super handy. So when I stream my limited workout streams that I do, this is what I'm using. And I can start and stop video from my phone as well. So the phone is your first option. It's something you're always going to have. What's the phrase? The best camera to use is the one you have, something like that. So use your phone. Then what I like to do is I have GoPros, and then I'm jumping up a little bit in quality. And this is a GoPro 9, and what I do, I almost strictly have this on these small rig mounts, and what I'm doing is just attaching them to gym equipment, whatever I want to show, and I put it on the highest possible resolution. So this one does a 5K video. I shoot it around, I think it's 30 frames a second, and then so you have the 4K, 5K video, and then after the fact, what you do, you can go in to your favorite video program. I typically use VLC. It's a freeware, shareware, or whatever it is, it's free tool, and then that you can do screen grabs. So you do screen capture of a particular frame, one frame of the video, and you can use those as pictures. Then I import them into software that I use. I use Adobe Lightroom. And the good thing about the using a video to take screen grabs is that you are not distracted by having to use this and get the perfect photo, and you might miss out on what you want. This is just going to capture the full scene. You can pick from thousands of frames depending on how long your video is, and so I find this is very fast. Again, it's maybe a little bit more higher quality than your phone, depending on the phone you have. It's pretty mobile, it's fast. It's not as good as DSLR quality, but that's not really the point of the video. So these are great. Again, same mounting. What I will say, there's a little bit of a trade-off that you can get some motion blur. So you got to be careful with the frame you grab. There could be some motion blur, again, depending on the setting and all that stuff. But that's a good way to get some pictures, and of course, if you're doing video, you got the video anyways. Now, lighting. Sometimes you're in a spot where the lighting is not great, and lighting does make the photos. Portable lighting, right? So there's a whole different setup of if you got your own lights mounted and whatever. So, but portable lighting. Your phone LED light, this kind of thing, it's not going to be great for photos in which you're kind of far away. And so what you can do, I have this Lume Cube light, which is decent. It's easy to carry. It charges just through a USB cable. You can mount these to the small rig as well, and it has multiple stages of light. And I had this diffuser that came with it, so I use this. It's has a bit of a spotlight to it, even though it has a diffuser, so it's okay. It's better than none in many cases. If you want to go a little, actually a lot more expensive, but still mobile, you can use something like this. There's a few different brands on the market, but this is a Pilot Fly Atom Cube, and it's an LED light that's highly portable, charges with USB-C, and then you can use all different colors to it. It will go very bright. You can do different color temperatures. So you can put this in front of you, over you. It's not always the strongest for behind you, depending on what you want to do. So you can see different colors. So that's what I use for very fast kind of update photos. Here's what I'm doing. To be mobile, all this stuff you can put most of it in your pocket, certainly a jacket, maybe a backpack if you got the Joby tripod. But I highly recommend, if you have not a big budget, just the phone, the remote control, and you can actually get some smaller selfie lights than this one. Actually, I meant to say lower priced items. So that's my recommendation. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel. I know I have a great deal of people that watch my channel, but often don't subscribe. So help me out. It would be great if you can subscribe. Thanks again. Bye everyone.